Mati ke maranga wakarongo ki te hōtaka parakuihi e oho me rongo. It is now 9:07 on your Tuesday morning, the 6th of January. And like I said earlier, and I've been plugging since yesterday, we have some special guests in the house talking to us about their kaupapa that is going to happen later on this month between the 15th of January right up until the 17th. And I'll let them introduce themselves. However, it's an absolute honour and a privilege to have you both in the studio today. It's been full of giggles and laughs and preparing our questions and our answers today. However, it's going to be raw and real and full of giggles, so mind us. However, we'll have a couple of breaks full of waiata and stings coming your way. Here anō, let's hand it over to the beautiful ladies here today. Please introduce yourself. Let us know and let our listeners know who you are, where you're from, and maybe one pātai is which lift or which particular exercise do you prefer? Anyone?
Morenei te wānau, ko Waimanawa Potaka-Osbourne-Whanarere tōku ingoa. He mokopuna no te awa o Whanganui. And my favourite lift would probably be the deadlift.
Ooh. Kia ora, wānau, ko Riana and Waimanawa, from Whanganui, born and raised. My favourite exercise, that's a good question. I'll probably say maybe a deadlift or a back squat.
Nice. Yeah, okay. Love to hear it. So e mihi ana kia kōrero. Thank you for finding time in your busy day and in your busy schedules to kōrero with us today. And the main kaupapa is the FullSend Festival, which is happening from the 15th right up until the 17th of January. And we've been plugging different kōrero around what's to be expected at this festival. So the festival was created by you two and then your sister as well, who'll be joining us in the studio later on this morning. So can you just share the moment or kaupapa that sparked the idea for FullSend Fest and why it's important to build it here in Whanganui?
Yeah, so I think, like we said before, that a lot of giggles before, especially in regards to this question. The reason, or I guess the way FullSend Fest came about was actually to I may or may not have been banned for life from Frank, so I, flicked Les a text, found his number, got a hold of him and asked him to get unbanned, so I had to have a meeting that way to get unbanned from Frank for life. And then on top of that, I got his number, I was like, oh, any chance we could get some sponsorship for our club FullSend? So our sports club's been going for about 3 years now. So went for that as well, and then the meeting turns into, we've always had this idea of a music sport festival because they do it over in UK and it's such a big initiative over there. And we're like, why is there nothing here in New Zealand where sports is such a big thing here, especially with our Pacific multiculture, and we love music at the same time. So we're like, what if there's a way that we could bring it together? He's always wanted to do it. We've always wanted to do it, but he's never known anyone in the sporting scene, and we've never known anyone in the music scene. Yeah. So now, just from a small conversation of being unbanned, and hopefully sponsorship, we turned it into, walked out there with let's make a business. Yeah. So yeah, that's how FullSend Fest came about.
Thank you very much for sharing those little gems. And the Frank that she's talking about, Etiwana, we've been plugging it over the last couple of weeks because they had the R&B Brunch Up Club edition over the last weekend. So it's the Frank Bar and Eatery with Uncle Les, and our very own Riana was banned from there. However, she needed to unban herself, and look what's been created from her unbanning herself. Yes. So thank you very much for providing that opportunity and sharing that piece of advice with us. So Etiwana, if you're unbanned, just go there, have a kōrero, and you can create yourself a festival. Here anō, pātai tuarua, let's get into the rest of the pātai. FullSend Fest brings together lives, hits, beats and vibes, a real blend of sport, music and community. How did you decide on this unique mix, and what do you hope people feel when they walk into the space?
Well, one thing us as a FullSend club are really well known for is the after parties for tournaments.
Absolutely.
So everywhere we go, we travel quite a lot of places around New Zealand and now internationally. All of our players are just, really well known at all the after parties for our themes and our very unique vibes that we bring. So we thought, why not create something alongside our sporting events that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't know the FullSend girls, or these two girls particularly, then you know that they've always got the good vibes. They've got the energy, they've got the hype, they've got it all coming. And especially the after functions, and they're well known for kick-ons and on-kicks and all of that kind of stuff in between. Here we are, no, thank you very much for sharing that particular kōrero, and really interested to see and hear this kaupapa. It is the first of its kind here in Whanganui, and it is going to be an annual event, which you have already shared, and we can get into the details as to where and when shortly. But before we get into our next lot of waiata and our break, we've got one more pātai before we head in there. You've talked about inspiring the next generation, which has been important and a value not only for FullSend as the club, but FullSend Festival. What does that look like in action during these 3 days, and how do you hope rangatahi will be impacted by this event?
Yeah, I think, well, starting from the kaupapa of FullSend Club itself, we've always done a lot for not just other people, but mainly focus on that rangatahi space as well, especially from, like, we've been lucky to have opportunities ourselves at a young age. We wanted to give that. So I think just being one, like, wahine Māori as well, so not just with the rangatahi space, but in that space as well, to show that you can create something despite the barriers. And even in Whanganui, like everyone says, it's an older town, we want to show that rangatahi can have something here, which is creating this, and then in the future, we want to make the music space during the day, even our rangatahi side, so that they have something to enjoy as well, instead of it just being, you know, R18 and everything like that. Yeah. So we want to make it more whānau orientated, so everyone can enjoy it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Massive. We'll look forward to hearing more details about the kaupapa. Here I know we're going to get into some waiata. We've got Kerry Hilson with Pretty Girl Rock and a little bit of Arija, Watching You, before we come back with the girls and we talk a little bit more about this kaupapa FullSend Fest right here on Awa FM. Special guest and our co-host here this morning, representing FullSend and talking to us about the kaupapa that is happening on the 15th right up until the 17th of January. So now we're going to get into our next pātai around the details of the festival. So it is Thursday the 15th, Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th, combined efforts with the Brooklyn Battle, which is turning 16 years. This is the first year of the FullSend Festival. What are the details? Where are the venues? Where are we at? You've incorporated not only sports but music, and where are the music scenes and then the after functions and the after parties happening?
Yeah, so like you said, it's run over the 15th to the 17th, which is the Thursday to the Saturday. We also have added on a Sunday because we wanted to go hard to go home. So there's 6 sports over those 3 days. On the Thursday, we'll start off with the fitness games, which will be at the River City Boxing, so at Kōrero. We'll start off there, and then on Friday we'll go to, it is the stadium, so Springvale Stadium for our netball, which has got indoor, mixed and women's. And then we're going to head over to Te Kura o Kokohuia for our rugby sevens, as we've got, like you see, combination with Domers and that for the Brooklyn Battle. So we're lucky enough to have them on board, and they're helping us by letting us use the field. And then on Saturday, we're all at the stadium, so Springvale Stadium and then Jubilee Stadium, volleyball and Brooklyn Battle. And then on Sunday, we've added golf. So for our golfers, we're at Tawhiro. I'm not a golfer, but I'm going to try. Yeah. And yeah, that is at Ambrose.
Yeah,
Ambrose.
Ambrose, cool. Yeah. And golf is kind of, it's like a big sport right now, right? Everyone's doing it. Everyone's a golfer. Everyone's got the glove and the clubs going on. So if that sounds like a bit of you, we're Tuano. Registration. So registrations have closed.
Yes, registrations have closed. I think there's still some open for a top-up for our Brooklyn Battle side as well, just to get as much kohe as they can for the foundation. So if you're looking forward to that, or you wanted to support in any way, jump online and you can also donate there. And then on top of that, I've got to say our music will all be held at Frank Bar and Eatery.
Bar and
3 days of music, 3 days of sport.
Nice. Nice. And we are not banned, and we are not getting banned from Frank Bar Te Wano. And I'm looking forward particularly to the volleyball. I have been voluntold that I'm in a team with the likes of Shana Rose Pehi. I haven't paid my fees, but hopefully she's covered that for us. And we'll just, hook her up later on. But I think that's happening on the Saturday, the 17th, right? So I look forward to spiking and, giving it a good go and probably walk away with the dub, hopefully. Otherwise, everyone's quite intense in the volleyball scene that I just had. Next Pātai, you've spoken about that this particular kaupapa has kind of come from your fellas' own experiences, and like I've said, and I don't say it lightly, is that yous are both, and the likes of your sister Rebecca are both all athletes in terms of sporting and adventures. You've represented us not only at Whanganui level but New Zealand representatives as well. You've gone international with sevens rugby and touch. Let's talk about that. I know it's a bit personal and it's off script and it's not necessarily a Pātai, but we don't often enough talk about ourselves and the mahi that we've achieved, and because it's a lot in our 30 years and in our not so 30 years. So let's talk about that and what that's been like for you, because it's hard mahi. Not everyone does it, but there's huge potential for our rangatahi that have natural born talent, but need a little bit more support. So, what has it been like? And talk about your experiences, but not only locally, but nationally and internationally.
Yeah, so growing up, for me, a lot of my tournaments I was voluntold to play. But it gave me a lot of experience with different players growing up, different styles of play, different sports, getting to know and learn alongside some of our international players now. So, a lot of people don't know, but I used to actually play touch against and with Stacey Waka. We also studied at Waikato University together.
And Sheree too.
Yes, and Sheree. So yeah, we've built a good connection, and that's just through age group sports. So one thing we really wanted to do is take our kids and our rangatahi to as many tournaments as we could. A lot of them shy away from it, but we get told a lot that there's a lot of skill and a lot of talent in Central. We just don't have the opportunities that other rangatahi are given up in Auckland or even down in Wellington. So yeah, we're just trying to be a vehicle for our rangatahi to get them seen and get that exposure.
And what has been your favourite tournament, whether it be local, national or international, that you've attended?
My favourite tournament to date has probably been the Māori Touch Nationals. Probably because it's all about us and it's all about our rangatahi and seeing from our taitamariki, so from our babies right up to our mātua. So I think it goes up to master's grade.
Yeah. The plus.
Yeah, the plus. No, but it's real whānau orientated and just watching the kids grow from those age groups, playing right up to even now playing seniors myself.
She's upgraded. She's moved on.
Yeah, but just seeing everyone grow through that space, and it's, like I said, it's all about us and it's all about Māori and seeing our talent that we have.
Yeah. And the Māoris last year was hosted in Rotorua, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And then we walked away with the dub. Right?
Yes, we did. Yes. Our seniors, our senior mixed team. Kia ora.
Ka pai, Riana, what about you? Share to us about your journey so far in the sporting scene, and we've seen that you're quite an avid player not only for Whanganui but across the national scene for touch rugby as well. Be keen to hear your story too.
Yeah, I think with opportunity obviously comes the hard work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see, especially even with work and FullSend and everything like that. Same type of thing, but I think there is a little bit of truth in that opportunities do come as well, and I think my mum said, we're always told that there's heaps of talent here, but there's just no one to foster it. So we want to change it from being just the conversation of, they could have gone so far if they only had, someone to be that vehicle or, to drive them to that point where we wanted to bridge that gap and be able to bring that here, which we were lucky enough to get picked up a lot and seen with our talent, but I think some people miss out on that opportunity to be seen. So I think just using FullSend as that pathway, that hopefully the goal is that they leave us, and they go to better things, and we're just the beginning of their journey. Yeah. So we're just that middle bit, and hopefully that we get to see more of our people from here go to where we've been and experience the opportunities that we have had. So I think with our sporting, I just look at it more grateful for, like the B-mans, the Huckies, and everyone that's took the time out of their day to get us where we were. So it's our time to give back.
Absolutely. Me haro. As you would have heard, the question was what have been your own personal experiences, and the girls are not going to list them, like, if we're being really honest, and they're looking at me like, yeah, no, we won't. But it is a magnitude, and it is a long list of representative teams, not only locally. We have the Whanganui women's rugby Heartland champions, yes, and then the local women's rugby here champions as well. And there's been representatives, they've travelled to the likes of Fiji for touch and rugby sevens, and then the likes of UK and France as well for that experience. So the world is absolutely our oyster, and it takes hard mahi. It takes hard mahi to get us to these places, but if you're determined and if you're keen and if you have the right support, and it takes a village, right? Yeah, it takes a community to support these efforts. But like the ladies have said, FullSend is here to support those efforts and to support our rangatahi and to support you if this is your thing and if you want to go further in your sporting career and experience what is out there, because there's absolutely heaps. Next pātai is we've talked about local athletes, and I honestly don't say it lightly. I really mean it. What has the journey been like to pull together a festival of this scale? And what has the community response meant to you so far?
Yeah. I think, in all honesty, like, not sugarcoating it, it's been hard. Yeah. As if anything is, but, they say choose your heart, and this is what we chose to do. So with the hard, I know that there'll come good times with it. And once the festival's there, we'll look and we'll be like, man, I can't believe that we did this, and we hope that also inspires other people to just take the chance to do it. But yeah, the journey's been interesting. We have had, like you said, you need a village, and we've had a really big village supporting us. So we're forever grateful for everyone that not only puts on a uniform for us, but even just registers the team. Yeah. Or shares a post, likes a post, anything, any little support that we get, we're so grateful for it. And I feel like we've had a really good space. And that, like, obviously we've got our touchies, our rugbies and that, but I feel like a lot of the community side are excited for it and to see it grow. I think everyone's a bit like, oh, it's first year. Do we go? Do we watch? Do we enter a team? And then the goal is that they look at it and they're like, oh, this is going to be good. Next year we'll jump in as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good.
Any additional kōrero or comments to add to that particular pātai?
No, just grateful. Grateful for our village.
Yeah, cool. E mihi ana ki ngā kai hāpai o nei tokorua. So a big, massive shout out to the village that supports this kaupapa and supports these lovely ladies. And we've been having off-air conversations around particularly those who are not in support of this kaupapa, or not necessarily not in support, but are finding it difficult to really open up and see the benefits of this particular festival. It's not just music, it's not just sports, and it's not just having an after party and having a good time, but there's real deeper meaning and awesome opportunities that come from this particular kaupapa. And if it's getting our tamariki active, because health is wealth right now, right? Everyone's running, everyone's doing something, everyone's getting out there and kori tinana, not only for themselves but for their whānau more particularly. But it also creates pathways and opportunities to meet new people, to experience new things, that provides a good time, a really good time. Who doesn't like to be competitive? Like, we are the most competitive people. It's in our nature to be competitive, and we want to outdo that team in whatever. Like I said before, I want to win volleyball. I'm not here to play marbles. So that's the type of energy, but also opportunities, and we're very grateful, and it's been an awesome time to have a chat. We were not going too far. We're just going to get into some waiata before we come back. He wea no mau tonu mai. We'll be back after the break with some more kōrero and a bit more light-hearted kōrero, might I just add to one. So ka manawa nui mai, nothing too intense or too deep, but just so that you know the depth of this kaupapa and what it's bringing to our town. Mau tonu mai ki tō tātou reo irirangi Māori, Awa FM. Hoki mai ki te kaupapa tangata, ki te kaupapa kōrero, ki runga i tō tātou reo irirangi o Whanganui, Awa FM. It is now 9:41 on your Tuesday morning, the 6th of January, and time flies when you're having fun e te wānau. And we've been giggling in between breaks, etc. However, we're back and we've still got the girls with us. We've still got the ladies with us here. And I hope they're having a blast just as much as I am. However, the partai that I just shared, earlier with the girls was, around themes. So every night of the festival is going to be a theme night. Then Riana looks to Muns and says, what's the themes? So that's how it's going. And that's how the themes are. So share to us, on Thursday night, Thursday the 15th, what's the theme for Thursday?
Yeah, well, you can tell I don't listen in the meetings. Be a bit off on the ferries, but yes, Thursday we're starting off strong. So on Thursday night we're going to do a hat party. So the best way to explain that is wear anything on your head. Yeah. You know, it could be a wig, could be a hat, anything. Be as creative as you can be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the goal. And then Friday, as we love our R&B, we're doing like an R&B 90s theme. So the theme is 90s, sticking to it. And then we're going to finish off nice and strong on Saturday with our favourite colour, pink, a pink party.
Yeah.
You know, to represent FullSend nice and strong. So anything pink on that Saturday can be nice, can be funny, whatever you want to do. But must I add, FullSend loves to dress up. So don't be doing it. Doesn't dress up because we all will be.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to dress to impress. Yeah. Like there is it's not basic. We need to be like full sending the dress up.
Yes, absolutely.
So the theme for Thursday, anything on your head, hats. It could not be a hat. Whatever. Be creative. I'm just thinking of things that are on heads and it's going to be hilarious. Friday night is R&B, taking it back. And who doesn't love a little bit of a get up, Alia moment or whatever, TLC, whatever have you. And then Friday finishing strong, full sending it in pink. And who doesn't love pink? Pink looks good on everyone, and especially us Māori and Pacific people. We look stunning in pink. So take it out, e te wano. Those are the themes for the next couple of days for the FullSend Festival. However, we're going to get straight into some more partai. And like I said, it's going to be a bit lighthearted. Quick facts, quick fire, and you're both going to answer them. And our first one is heavy lifts or fast sprints?
Oh, heavy lifts.
I think I can do fast sprints even though I'm slow. It's a manifestation, people.
Absolutely. Send it out to the universe and hopefully you'll be a fast sprinter by the end of the year, if not earlier. Don't forget, we're live too. We're live streaming or we're capturing videos. Here we are. Next partai is early morning training or late night grind.
Oh, early morning bird.
Yeah, early morning.
Early morning bird.
Yeah.
I know for a fact she's up in the late nights too. Protein shake or big feed?
Oh, big feed.
Both.
It's giving big activities and we're here for it. Big feed, protein shake, all of it. Gym playlist, is it hip hop or drum and bass?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Hip hop, yes, absolutely. And if you're ever down at the zone, it's hip hop, it is full action, full movement happening. Beach day or bush mission?
Beach day.
Beach day, absolutely. The bush mission actually caught me by surprise. Okay. Heading to the zone, our preferred trainer, Riana or Tamati?
None.
Riana.
I'm actually going to pick Riana because Tamati is absolutely diabolical. And I can look at Riana and tell her no. Or look away from her and pretend I'm doing my exercise, but I'm not. Anyway, next one, strength day or cardio day?
Strength day.
Strength day, yes, we're absolutely strong. Love it. During our rest day, is it Netflix or napping?
Nap.
Yeah, probably nap. Eating.
Napping and eating, we love to see it. Okay, next one, big crowd energy or small crew vibes?
Ooh, depends on the theme of the...
And we're talking to extroverts here.
Oh, probably big crowd. I'm going to be honest.
Big crowd with our small crew.
Make it make sense. I love it. Last one here is FullSend the workout or FullSend the after party?
The after party. Despite being a trainer at the after party.
You heard it right here. We are full sending not only the workout but the after party. And then our last question before we wrap up our show for today is, if you had to describe the festival vibe using just one word, what would it be?
Oh, one word.
FullSend.
FullSend, yes,
FullSend,
absolutely.
yeah.
Can't be the same, it has to be different.
Out the gate.
Out the gate. Yeah, if you put it all together, no spaces, it's one word. So you heard it here. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to have you both in the studio with me today. And my first live ever coverage and live show. And to talk about this kaupapa that is happening between the 15th of January right up until the 17th of January in collaboration with Brooklyn Battle and the Frank Barn Eatery, bringing to you FullSend Festival. For those who want to support or are tuning in and really want to get behind the kaupapa, how can they get in contact or how can they best support?
Yeah, the best way will be to go onto our website. So it's fullsendfest.co.nz. Nice and easy. The tickets are on there. The regos are on there. Merch is on there. So it's a one-stop shop. Also contact details. And if you do want to donate for the Brooklyn Love Foundation, it is also on there. So, you know, help our whānau out that's going through their cancer journey. And then also our ticket sales are on sale on Friday for our music. So if you want to grab any of those, you can get it at Mint, Frank, or The Zone.
Nice. Yeah. And just the part that's come through via Facebook is, do you have to play a sport to attend the festival?
No, you don't. You can still come and have fun.
Nice. You've heard it here, Te Wānau. You don't have to play a sport to attend the festival. If you just want to do the festival part, kei a koe, buy you a ticket on FullSendFest.co.nz. It's been an absolute honour to have you both in the studio with me. We've been yarning and chatting and all the vibes and all the laughs and giggles. And Mautone Mai will be sharing a lot more kōrero around FullSend Fest and more details to come. Keep an eye out on their Instagram pages and Facebook pages, and you'll be able to find out all the details that you need. Tickets go out on Friday with more details to come. Any last kōrero or any last shout outs, or what we're bringing back is Kia ora Kations, and Kia ora Kations was a long time ago theme where we mihi to some people or we gave a shout out to whoever following a waiata. So any other kōrero or any other people that we want to shout out to today?
I think to the sports, so everyone that's, you know, running their own individual sport, so it's not just run by us. We've got in people that are in the sport to run their sport, chosen sport, so that it's run properly. So big mihi to them, and then also to the Brooklyn Foundation for coming on board. Obviously their kaupapa is a really big kaupapa, so I want to try and get them a bit out there a little bit more, especially with the help with the whānau and, you know, cancer. So it's a big journey for them. So I think those are probably our main ones, alongside Les and Bex that ain't here today. So yeah.
Just a big thank you to everyone that's supported us so far and that sees our vision that we're trying to create for our rangatahi and for Whanganui. So yeah, just thank you for your support.
Looking forward to the kaupapa, and excuse me, like I said earlier, more details to come around FullSend Festival as we build up. It's a couple of weeks out, so get your tickets, get in early. You don't want to miss out. You absolutely don't. It's the first of its kind. It's the first here in Whanganui. I mean, it is going to be an annual event, but there's no better feeling than going to the very first of something. So the very first festival, e mihi ana kia korua. Thank you very much for coming into the studio. Can't thank you enough. And like I've said, like the biggest key kōrero that I can take away is kāre te kumara e kōrero mō tōna ake reka, and we've talked about it, and we don't actually talk about the good things or the things that make us who we are. Like I said earlier, these girls have represented us not only locally but internationally and nationally, and their scale of athleticism and sports and music and love for people and community is far bigger than what we've discussed just within this hour. So mihi ana kia korua. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. We've got some more waiata coming up to wrap up our hour. It's been an absolute pleasure to host the show this morning. We've got Papa Rauru back in the house later on. We've also got our girl Shay with her show, then Brother Philly coming up, and then Che with That's a Wrap from 6 to 8 p.m. this afternoon. Mautoni mai ki tō tātou reo irirangi Māori, Awa FM.
Voice of Home.